welcoming you in. So, hello, tell me where you're from. I'd love to hear where you're all from. My name is Tammy, and I love digital marketing. This is Wednesday afternoon. The sun is out finally after several days of cloudiness. But I want to address the idea of having energizing goals today. And in this live, we're going to discover how you can set those kind of goals for financial freedom. And we are going to talk about the 5 steps to achieving income from home so you can look forward to the future. Now, I love talking to a Gen X because I'm an old Gen X and retirement is just around the corner. My husband recently retired and now we are on a fixed income and it is not enough. And I just heard Myron Golden this morning. Did you see my social media post? He got me so excited this morning talking about having goals that actually energize you, excite you for the future, and he tied it to faith. And wow, it was a powerful testimony. And what's crazy is I noticed that video was from a year ago and it was just as relevant today as ever. So I love that. I love that. So welcome everyone. Hey, as you're coming in, I would love to know where you're from. I'm in Idaho and we've got some beautiful sunshine today. It's in the 40s. I have this warmer bag keeping my hands warm. It's a little chilly here. And so, hey, come on in and let me know how you're doing. I can't wait to share more about living life on our own terms, right? Having that financial freedom. And we're going to talk about having goals that inspire you. That's where I came from this morning listening to Myron Golden. Anybody know who this is? Have you ever seen any of his information? I I was just introduced to him. In fact, it was another legacy builders person who shared him with me. And it's like, I can't believe I never knew this person. He's amazing. I, I've always imagined myself being a great communicator and being able to just inspire people and encourage people. But people like John Maxwell, Zig Ziglar, Norman Vincent Peale, right? These are my mentors. And then Myron comes into my life and I was like, wow, he just set the bar up so high. This is somebody I would love to emulate. So I was just curious if any of you know who this is. Oh, thank you for the follow. That is really kind. Hey, Ruby, welcome in. I love talking about motivation and mindset, and he just speaks to me. Man, he is really good. So that's where I'm setting the stage today, talking about goals that inspire. And so let's share that. Tell me something that you have been wanting. What are some of your future goals? I I have several goals. One of them is to get out of debt. I have a mission to get out of my mortgage debt. And so I started digital marketing to reach that goal. It's a big goal. It's a big goal. I'm giving myself 3 years. That's my mission, is to knock out that mortgage debt. I mean, guys, when you're my age and your mortgage debt isn't going to be paid until you're 86, no. I want it done. I want it done. And I want to be able to start paying myself interest instead of paying the loan company interest. Anybody else agree? Put a 1 in the comments if getting out of debt is a huge priority. You've got mortgage debt, maybe it's car debt, student loan debt, medical debt, like that just hangs over your head and you want that gone. If you're with me on that, put a one in the comments. I would love to know what some of your goals are. One is I want to know if I'm reaching my right audience. I want to know, am I helping you? If we're talking the same language, right? That you want out of debt also. And also, what else would you like to see happen? Maybe you'd love to travel. I've had it in my mind to go to Walt Disney World since like forever. I'm a Disney girl. I was born and raised in Anaheim. So my family would go and watch the Disneyland fireworks every weekend. We'd just park outside and watch the fireworks at 9 o'clock. Like that was how I grew up. So big Disney fan, and I would love to see Walt Disney World, but it's on the other side of the country. And we just never had the time, the money, like nothing ever came together at the same time to make that happen. If you have big travel plans, maybe it's cruising, maybe it's gosh, I don't know. Put it in the comments. Put a 2 in the comments if travel is one of your goals. I'd love to connect with you and talk about that. What if you're saving for your family legacy? That's one of my reasons. Once I get out of debt, I want to leave a legacy for my family. But maybe you don't have a family. Maybe you have your pet passions, right? What's something that you want to give back to the community or your pet projects, um, your church? There's something big that you would love to donate to and make an impact, right? That kind of legacy. Share that. If that's one of your goals, put a 3 in the comments. And maybe it's just extra income. Like, hey, if I could just have a refrigerator full of food, that would be amazing. That would prove to me that I'm making that extra income. $900 a week. That would make the biggest difference in your life. That's why I'm here. I want to show you that it's possible, that it's really okay to have these big goals and dreams, that they can come true. That's why I show up every day, to help reach more people and to make that kind of impact. All right. So, what's one thing you would do if finances weren't a concern? Right? Was it debt? Right? Paying off all your debt, traveling, or maybe leaving a legacy, or any of your um, passion projects, something like that. Let me know. Put that in the comments. Let's just inspire each other, and let me know that this is exactly what you're looking for. You want to earn an income with your phone in 2 hours a day, right? In a rejection-free business that pays 100% profit, 900, 600, 300, $100 daily pay, right? Is that for you? Maybe you're looking for something that's not an MLM, something that you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to know all the cool tech stuff that's kind of over your head anyway, right? You want something really simple you can follow step by step. If it was a done for you program, that all you had to do is like plug into your name and have automated systems running in the background that allowed you the freedom to have a 2-hour workday. Is that for you? That's why you're here. That's probably why I popped up in your feed, because you are looking for extra income. You have big goals and big dreams. And so let me tell you really quickly what I heard from Myron Golden this morning. It was about applying your faith to your goals and dreams. There's things inside of us. Now, your goals are really valuable, right? There's things that you want that are highly valuable. Don't negate them because they seem so big. I've done that. I've done that so many times, right? When you don't see results, you start questioning, did I really want that? Was that really for me? And that's it, it just takes all the joy out of it. So I want to address that today by tying your goals and having a more joyful anticipation. You want to pick goals that get you excited, that gives you goosebumps or even brings tears to your eyes to imagine, just imagine if you could earn six figures, if you had 1 million in the bank, what would that mean? For me, that would mean like, I served a lot of people. I helped many people reach their goals and dreams because your bank account is literally proof of the value that you bring to other people's lives, right? Now, I'm an old Gen X. I have fewer years ahead of me than I do behind me. So I have to make the most of every moment. And I have let those goals and dreams go by and I didn't act on them. Now, I want to say I've had 7 other businesses. I have tried and I've put tons of energy and finances and time into these other businesses, and I just would give up, let go of them because it was too much. I was burning out. And then digital marketing showed me another way. There's another way of working from home that just suited me so much better. But I'm not negating all what I did in the past, right? It brought me to where I am. So when you look at your past and you think, well, I've tried this and I tried that, I'm right with you. I am right with you. But we're not going to give up. Okay, so keep that goal in mind. Keep that vision in mind of why you even started this in the first place. I want out of debt. Period. I want to leave a legacy to my family and not a burden of debt. Like I said, I got fewer years ahead of me. And I want to make an impact in my church, in my community. Like I want to be able to give something to my granddaughter. You know, what can I help her with? Right? Her college? Like whatever it is. Whatever it is for you. Let's hold on to that. But let it fill you with joy. Okay? So this is how I want you to look at it. Imagine looking to the world through your lenses. Okay? We all have a world view. We all have a way we look at things. And my husband used to say this all the time, right? That you're so negative. And I'm like, I'm not negative. I'm realistic, right? That's my worldview. These are the glasses that I put on and how I viewed the world. So when I started digital marketing, I started uncovering all these things about myself. I realized I've had 7 other businesses. But here's the thing, right? How do you look at that? Do I look at it as, look how much I've learned from those experiences? I know for certain what I want, how I want to do it, what I don't want, right? It was an education. I had to go through those experiences to get the knowledge to know what it is I really wanted. That's the journey I had to travel. So now, my very first job was being a graphic artist. And here I was really good at making images and logos and making flyers. Like I was really good at that. That was my scope. And then I lose my job. and we've got 2 babies under 2 at home, and then we're gonna go down to a one-income family. That was so scary. And my husband, who has always had a side hustle going on, says, "Why don't you start your own business? You were really good at that. Your customers want that. Make it a business." So I go, "Okay, sure, let's do that." Never owning my own business before. So here's the lessons I learned. I learned when you are your own boss, when you have to wear all the hats of a business, you're the accountant, you're the delivery person, you're the producer, you make the stuff, um, you're the salesperson, the solicitor who's going out to get more work, all of these things. And I realized I don't have the time or the energy to do all those things. So fast forward these 30 years, I've now found a business that I can do in 2 hours a day. So that frees up all the time I could spend with my family. I have a business that is attraction marketing, right? I'm doing this discovery method. People discover my content and decide for themselves if this is right for them or they're interested in this. I don't have to wear that soliciting hat anymore or knock on doors or DM or three-way call, all of those things I was doing. But if I didn't have that experience before, I wouldn't appreciate what I have today. So, your worldview on how you look at your past, and then how are you going to look at your future? So, today I look at my future with great anticipation. I'm so excited for the day that my house is paid off. To do that in 3 years, that's my goal. That's my mission to make that happen. But what would that tell me? What would that prove? Think about your dreams, your visions. What is that's going to do for you? So I have 5 things I want you to think about when you're considering a business. These are lessons I've learned along the way. Um, and the first one, we've been talking about it this whole time, and it's about having vision. That's your goals. That's your dreams. What is it you're really looking for? And then your mindset. I always had a hard time with mindset, but I finally realized it's literally about your how you view things, right? You put on your worldview. What if you could change that? What if you could look at the world differently? What if you could look at your goals differently? So, one of the things I've grown in my mindset, I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but people will say, you've got limiting beliefs. If you think you can't, oh, you've got a limiting belief. What does that mean? I realized my feelings towards something, how I thought the world was going to be or how it was going to actually play out was true. That I was right, that I knew how things worked. So, my favorite example is going live. Going live's hard. Going live is too much. That I could never learn to do that. Guys, I laugh at that mindset now because it's been proven it's not true. I've changed my perspective on that. So I've changed my mindset. I've let go of that limiting belief that going live is hard. It's not. Now it's fun. Now I enjoy it. And do you realize it only took like, I don't know, a couple weeks, right? Of getting practice, of getting comfortable, of learning that new skill and realizing, oh, it wasn't all that. And here I am. I went live with YouTube and TikTok simultaneously September 1st. And I've gone live 99% of the time every single day. And I did it in Hawaii. I did it at 5 a.m., right? These were other limiting beliefs that I had, that I couldn't do that on vacation. I like to sleep in. I never get up early, right? Hello, that was in the past. Now I know what's possible. Now I know what I'm capable of. And if I was able to change my mindset on just a few of those things, what else? What else have I been lying to myself about? I can't wait to see the growth of potential within me. This is what I want to share. This is why I show up every day. It's because I want other empty nesters, retirees to really take inventory of your goals and your dreams and decide if you could do something, be different. Hey, Samantha, how's my friend? Hello, hello. Thanks for hanging out. Changing your mindset has been the biggest deal to me. And that's why I wanted to share too, like with what Myron Golden taught me this morning was about your goals, your visions, right? How do you see them? They're too hard. I am never going to get there. Or do you see them with anticipation? It's not about the dollar figure, right? I do want to be a six-figure earner. I do want to have $1 million in the bank. But who do I have to become to be worthy of that? Who am I serving? What value am I bringing to the table that somebody would want to exchange their email for, to purchase the program that I purchased? What kind of person do I need to become? And so it's been the best self-development class. I've been learning so much, and it's changing my mindset all the time. You want to hear the latest thing? Okay. Every time I've changed my mind about something, right? I've changed my perspective on what I thought was hard and I couldn't do. So the latest thing, and I can laugh at it now, but I'm telling you, I was bawling big tears of, oh, this is so hard. This is such a struggle. The biggest thing, my husband retired. He has worked his 30, 40 years, right? Studied, he's an engineer for stationary building, became chief engineer, super chief of high-rise buildings. Like, he studied, he learned, he got certified, right? He did all the things. And this thought went through my head. What if I make six figures? What will he think? Here's a man who worked hard, commuted, gave up so much for our family. What would he think if I made six figures? Would that hurt him? Diminish what he thought was, him sacrificing? And the other thought goes through my head. I've got two grown daughters. What would they think of their mom on TikTok? What's my grandbaby going to say when grandma figures this out and she's making six figures and she's impacting lives and people's lives are being changed? What would they say to know mom was on social media? And I asked my daughter and I asked my husband, what do you think? And they said, you're worried about that? And that's when I was like, oh, I have a limiting belief. It's not true what I thought. Right? Big light bulb moment. And they both were just, no, go for it. We would be so proud of you. We are excited for you. We want to see you changing lives. Get out there and do it. Prove it. And today it's like, oh, I can't believe I even thought those thoughts. That was my perspective then. And who am I today? Because I've changed my perspective. What else can I do? Where else am I going? That's why I talk about have these visions and goals in front of you that are powerful and might scare you a little bit because they're so big. And then when you're on the other side and you look back and you're like, that was not big enough. Like you got over that so quick. I I can't wait to share with you my journey on things that have changed. When I thought I couldn't, of course you can't. But when you think you can, and that's just the weirdest concept, but it's so true. It's embarrassingly true. Going live, I thought was hard. And then I heard someone in our community say, I love going live. It's fun. Another light bulb moment, a mindset change that said, what you were telling yourself isn't true. You are denying your potential. You better go after what you really want because you can. And then everything changed because obviously now I have that faith. I can. And that's why I share that with you. All right. I have something else. It's about learning and adapting. For anyone who wants to have a business, online, whatever, you want to be your own boss. What is it you have to do? Whew, you need to stay open to new ways of marketing, mindset coaching, right? There's resources in the program that I use. And this is one of the reasons I love the program is because it's all about learning. And if I could be a professional student, that would be my number one career. And look at me. I'm in a business that allows me to have lifetime access to learning and mindset training and coaching. And I am adapting all the time, right? I change my perspective on things because of the education I'm getting. So if you want to start a business, and one of the easiest business to get into is digital marketing, the program that I have, because of the lifetime access to education, to all the social media platforms, to having your own domain name, to having a professional email, all of it can be learned. All of the skills of having social media content, of going live, of doing copying, pasting free ads, all of that is learnable if you would just access this. I started digital marketing 5 months ago. And before that, I'd never heard of it, which is odd because I was in an MLM business that was actually giving us access to faceless marketing. It was like, oh, put this pretty picture up and it has pretty words on it. You can use that for advertising. I had no idea what they were giving us or showing us what this was. I had no idea what the purpose was. And here I am years later being a student of social media marketing. And my lid of what I thought was possible is just exploding because you can work 2 hours a day with your cell phone and make $900 a day. It's possible because of the education. And if you stay coachable and you do what six-figure earners are doing, millionaire earners are doing in the same industry, it's possible. It's it's so good. It's just so good. The next thing is consistent effort. Friends, if your goals are not getting you excited and focused, you're not going to have consistent effort, right? The first hardship, the first bump in the road, you're going to be like, I'm out. She promised it was going to be easy. I never promised it was going to be easy. I said there's a step-by-step system you can follow and get coaching from six-figure earners and learn the skills to be successful in digital marketing. But it's on you. It's on you to have consistent effort. I listen to mentors like Myron Golden. I listen to mentors like Zig Ziglar and Norman Vincent Peale. I feed my mind better thoughts, better visions, better goal setting, right? Instead of living in the past and living in the failures and living in the doubts and living in the fears and living in the anxiety. I've had enough of that. Now, here I am all these years later saying, this is the best business because it solved all those problems for me. I have a rejection-free business. I don't have to worry about being rejected over and over again trying to solicit sales. Guys, when I was doing MLM, I read books. One of them was called Go For No. Highly touted book, Go For No. And it's just a sales technique that teaches you to be consistent, make goals for yourself. And here's an example of like a backwards goal. Say, I'm going to make 10 sales calls today. And when I hear 8 no's, I know I can give up. I know I'm done for the day. That was their go for no mentality. So you make, your 2 phone calls and then you got a yes. Well, you got to keep working. Okay, it's a way to keep you going. But it was called Go For No, and your mentality is all about how many rejections can you get before you can call it a day. I don't have to play that game. I have a system that gives me the discovery method. People find my content and it's available 24 hours a day, right? I make the content once, I post it, it's searchable. People who are looking for the information I'm sharing can find it. That's how I work a 2-hour day because my systems are working 24 hours a day. One more thing I want to share with you. It's about having systems. What business do you have? Ooh, that does say support. That's an O-R-T. What business do you have right now? What are you doing right now that has automated systems working for you? That has landing pages, that has email systems working for you? Is that the program that you have? Something that's working 24 hours a day so you don't have to? Are there systems in place? Does your program have step-by-step training that you can do at your own pace, right? You are your own boss, but you can do this because the system is so seamless. It's so smooth. And it's just a plug and play. It's a business in a box. You just put your name and business in it, and it's ready to go. Does your business do that? Does it have support? Now, what I'm talking about support is I have a business that has a community of like-minded, independent business owners. Now, we all make 100%. That means I don't have somebody above me taking some of the commission, and I don't have to continually solicit below and below and below to earn more and more commission. I've been in MLMs. I made 1% to 7% if I was lucky. And I had to pay monthly fees for the privilege of calling myself a business. And the people that supported me were the people above me. And it's not because they loved me or liked me. It's because my efforts were earning them commissions. I have a business of like-minded business owners, six-figure earners, millionaire earners who create mentoring Zoom calls, live interactive calls that I can get in on. I can ask questions. I have a community that's available 24 hours a day that I can search the answers to my questions. I can follow these other people and see what it is they're talking about. What is it that they're sharing? I need to know those things because I want to grow my business like that. That's why I love to invite you on my journey that for 5 months, I'm still a beginner. I'm still a student, but you can earn and learn at the same time. Things you think are hard, ask me. Ask me if you think this is hard. Would you do this? I've been there. Making my TikTok for the first time 4.5 months ago. Never been on TikTok before. Was I scared? Was I intimidated? And now I look back and it's like, what were you anxious about? Come on. TikTok's fun. TikTok is fast paced, fast moving. There's like information. I want it now, right? And I love that because that's me, right? I joined the business with Legacy Builders, and Legacy Builders is just one of the programs because it had all the information. And when I joined, it was I want it all, and I want it all now. Right? Do any of you shop Amazon, right? You shop online. Why do we do that? Because we want what we want when we want it, and it's usually like yesterday, right? You follow? Do you follow? Hey, Granny, how are you? Hey, friend. All right, let me explain to you exactly the business that I have. Because those were just things, you can take that to any business. But specifically, those were lessons I've learned along the way. Good to hear it. I found Legacy Builders, and one of the reasons I chose this was because now this is testimony time. My grandbaby's 4. Even just 4 years ago, I could not be there for that grandbaby's birth. They were out of state. We could not take the time off from work. My husband was working at the time. We didn't have the finances for 2 airline tickets last minute to be there for the birth of a baby. What are you going to do? Hey, Evelyn, good to see you. Hey, friend. Wonderful digital marketer. It's good to see you, Evelyn. Thank you for the support. It's embarrassing to talk about because it's like, what grandma wouldn't want to be there for your daughter having her first baby and you missed it? And then I missed my other daughter's wedding. They're out of state. She's engaged to someone in the Army. He's being deployed. And of course, I don't know. Hey, we are in this together. I don't know what it is, but yeah, he waited to the last minute. He says, we're going to get married. And it was like, okay, you've got 2 weeks notice. We cannot fly out there in like 2 weeks. Again, the same problem, right? Finances to get 2 plane tickets last minute to fly across the country, or the time off of work. Time and financial, like we didn't have it at the time. And like I said, who doesn't want to be there for their daughter's wedding? It's embarrassing to say we made the choice not to go. But at the time, I didn't feel like I had any other choice. I wish I had digital marketing 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Life would have been so different. Those are hard things to have to admit, but you've got to look at the past and say, you brought me to this place. I have a heart for anyone who needs that income, who needs to be their own boss, and to say, I don't have to ask for permission to take a week off, 2 weeks off, to be with my family in these big events, these big moments in their lives. I'm missing it because I don't have control. I'm not in control of my time if I have a 9 to 5 job. I don't have the finances for traveling when I need to travel. What if there was a way you could make that income from home and have that time to be with your family and make significant income? 900 a week? What if it was 900 a day? And that's what leads me to legacy builders, because when I heard this, that's when everything changed. I heard, I didn't know it at the time, but she had written, there was a post that said $900 a day was 325. I've gone blank. 325K in a year. I saw a post like this, and it said it was not an MLM, 2 hours a day, rejection free, no monthly fees. What? No tech required. What? Automated systems, 100% profit. I thought, this is FAKE. And I clicked on it to see who would say such a thing. And it ended up being an acquaintance of mine who was a great businesswoman. And I said, if she's doing this, there's something to it, because she's a smart lady. And I immediately messaged her. It's like, what is this? What's going on? This can't be real. And she said, oh, yeah, I just started myself. I'm figuring it all out. It's like, what? So I found Legacy Builders. And with Legacy Builders, I have 4 income streams. So this is how it works. I have Legacy Builders. There's also Digital Mastery. There's the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint for 300 and the Launchpad for 100. Now, this means I have 4 income streams, because Legacy Builders allows me to sell the education in the other programs. Now you go and look, right? Go to nevertoolateincome.com, put your email in and get the information. It'll itemize everything that's in each of the programs. You decide what's the best fit for your life. What is it you're looking for? But for me, selling done for you, these are all done in high demand products. But it's also a $29 website fee. These are one-time investments. One-time, low-cost investments. When I say no monthly fees, this is what I'm talking about. Lifetime access to education, work at your own pace, learn everything you need to get started, and continue learning more about the business you're in. What is master resale rights? What's passive income? What's a domain name and how do I get one? Like everything is answered in the education. The other thing I did was I got my domain name for $12. That's an annual cost. Then I paid $12 for my professional email. So if you go to nevertoolateincome.com and you put your email in, you will get an email from me from Never Too Late Income. And then reply to me. I would love to know where you saw me. Was it on TikTok? Was it on YouTube? You will get a free PDF on having a six-figure income with digital marketing. It'll come to you in the email, but reply to me to that email. I would love to hear from you. What are your questions? What are your hesitations? What are your goals? What can I do to help you reach those goals? Time freedom, financial freedom. But these are annual costs. These are one-time investments for lifetime access. So I want you to take action. I don't know how many times have you seen my social media and it says, I say type now in the comments because I want you to take action. Taking that first step is really powerful. When you take that first action, I know it's scary. I know it's tough. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming. Just like me. When I heard about the income potential for just learning social marketing skills, it's like, what? How is what? And I thought, I love being a stay-at-home. I've been a stay-at-home for 30 years. And the thought of going out into the workforce 9 to 5 was terrifying. No, thank you. I have been looking for a home business for a long time. I thought multi-level marketing was it. And I realized that took a lot of time and energy and the finances to keep it going. And I was burning out before I was getting any results. This has been life-changing because I'm a creative person. I want to share. I like making social media posts. I love going live. Guys, I've had a business making art video lessons. That's when I discovered, right? When I say refer to your past for the lessons learned, that's when I discovered I don't like editing. Editing hour-long videos when you've got 2 hours and 2 cameras and just what text are you going to put below the videos? Like, it was a lot of editing, and I'm not a fan. If I can go live, I just saved myself a whole boatload of time. And it's so much more fun. It's interactive. I can say hi to people and get to know you and talk to my right audience. I would love for you to learn more about digital marketing, right? Because here's the benefits. There's 24/7 automations. When I say you have a 2-hour workday, it's because there's automations. Your social media posts are always available. They're searchable, right? People can access them at any time. I have automations that work 24 hours a day. People put their email in when they discover me. I've had people put it in at midnight. I'm not there answering their questions at midnight. They found the information. It's like you shopping online. You're shopping at all hours. You want what you want when you want it. So I love having a system that's done for you, ready to go. So let me show you. This is what you get. This, all right. This is the community. I didn't even get that on my list. This is our community. And I love getting on the wins. There's a tab called wins up here in our community. It says $900. I was on the road. She wasn't working. She was driving. Made $900. Second day, and I'm gaining followers on TikTok. Right? People put in their wins when they've achieved a milestone. When you've taken that next step, it feels like a milestone marker. It was such a huge deal to start your TikTok, to make your first post. I have 1,000 followers. They're so excited because they've achieved another level. I went live today for the first time. I love these. I'm so grateful today. I've got $100 ding. That just means their phone gave them a notification that they made a sale. $300 day. It's a good day. I got $300 from someone who's been following me for a month. They want what they want when they want it. I've got my first ding today, $300 when I woke up. This is fabulous. I've got 24,000 in my first 3 months. When I say it's possible, it's possible. You can be a 6-figure earner with these numbers in a year. Powerful, powerful. Oh, I was going to show you what the Legacy Builders was all about. All right, let me show you over here. So here, when you put your email in, you're going to come to this page. These are the Freedom Machine. These are the pages that come with the system. This is John and Marge. I nicknamed them. And you put your email in here, and that's when you get that email back from me. And in fact, this is what you'll get. You'll get an email back from me that says thank you. And it'll have the PDF on how to have a 6-figure digital marketing business. You're already set up to win right away. And then when you want to know more about digital marketing and what those 4 income producing, oh man, I just forgot what they're called. The 4 programs that I have for sale. I promote digital products. I have 4 income streams, and one of them was digital mastery. And under digital mastery, how to create vision. What are the income earning activities in 2 hours a day? How do you build an email list? Guys, that's the number one point. You're creating your own email list. This is your business. Yes, I love selling a product that helps people do the same thing. But this is what you're gaining. You're gaining people's emails. And then this is where your business is. I changed my perspective, right? We talked about perspective in the beginning, about how you see things. I used to have a negative idea of emails. I have since changed my mindset on emails when I saw the value of this. When you learn digital marketing, you also learn about affiliate marketing. Your email list is golden because they don't unsubscribe. This is when I changed my mind. I realized how many emails I get every single day. And I get that. We feel it's overwhelming. Delete, delete, delete. But then I don't unsubscribe because I want to know what that store's, when they're going to have their next sale. When am I going to get that free ice cream or coffee I signed up for? When am I going to get that coupon to get my oil changed? Right? We join email lists because there's something of value coming up. When you have your own business, you need a way to grow your email list. And this teaches you how to do that. How to do marketing and partnerships, how to have legacy, right? This is what's available for that one-time investment, and it's lifetime access. When I started 5 months ago, there was 120 lessons in this e-learning platform. 5 months later, there's 160 lessons. When I say you have lifetime access and it's to growing education, it continually grows as more information becomes available. Maybe there's a new platform. Maybe the platform changed its algorithms and you're going to get new information on that. I love it. I love how it grows with you. This business will grow with you. And it has the community behind it of like-minded business owners. Wow. Wow. So if you don't understand, this is called a plug and play business. It's done for you. It's business in a box. The 4 income streams that I have all allow you to earn at the level you came in at. But I came in at Legacy Builders for $900, and it allows me to sell the other 3 programs because I don't know what my customers may want. But you look and read more about it. What level do you want to come in at? Learn what you can learn. And if you want to upgrade in 30 days, you can just pay the difference. You do pay the $29 again, but you don't have to change your domain name because that website is actually tied to the program you purchased. So I have a way for you to purchase any of the 4 programs with this one website. Is that clear? Right? So if you come in at Launchpad, your website allows you to resell. You have the master resale rights of Launchpad only. If you upgrade, you need a new website that allows you to have 2 income streams or 3 or 4 income streams. Isn't that wonderful? And it's plug and play. So once you have your domain name, once you have your professional email, once you have your story, maybe you want to add your photo, you plug it into the system and it becomes your program, your story. And then you let the automations play out. All you have to do in 2-hour day, this is what a 2-hour day looks like. I make 3 social media posts, and I chose to do it with TikTok. I then take my TikTok videos and then they are repurposed onto YouTube. But I go live every day for about 50 minutes. I'm coming up on an hour a day. So that's an hour and a half. Guys, it didn't happen overnight. When I first started making content, it took me forever. I had to learn what all the buttons were. I had to learn, how to put captions in it, right? How to write a description. All of that took some time. But now that I've practiced it over and over again, I can make 3 social media posts in about 30 minutes. And I go live. And then the other half an hour, I go through my emails. I check and see who's interested, who had questions. I send replies, right? I help people find what fits for them and get them started. That's my 2-hour workday. The other 24 hours a day are those other pages. Those systems are always working. My social media content is always out there to be discovered. That's how this business works and how you can earn an income, daily paying 100% income doing digital marketing. Say you want to learn, you've got your own product. There's something you'd like to bring to market. It teaches you those skills, those steps on how to do that. Or maybe you just want to learn social media marketing and you want to go to your business and say, hey, I see we don't have a social media presence. Could I be your social media person? I have the skills. I know how to do that. And can I have a raise or a promotion or, or take it to multiple businesses and be the social media person for multiple businesses? This is such a dynamic program. It solves so many things, especially for me, right? Stay at home, grandma. I found a business I can do from home in 2 hours a day and make 100% profit because I have automations working for me. And I love the lifetime access to education and training and the mentoring. It's been wonderful. So if you want more information, nevertoolateincome.com. The link is in my bio. You could click it there. And I would love to hear from you. Please, please reply to that email and let me know where you saw me. And give me a follow or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And I will see you tomorrow. I will see you Thursday at 2 p.m. I can't wait to share more about the business. And thank you. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Giselle. And I will see you all tomorrow. You guys have a blessed, blessed Wednesday. And I will see you soon. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you hanging out. Oh, let me check your comment. Thanks for waiting for me. You sent me a message on TikTok. All right, Asha, I'll look for that. Hey, go ahead and put your email in my website. So just go to www.nevertoolateincome.com. Put your email in there. I'd love to connect with you that way. And I will see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day.